I'm Jeff Huffman, President of Maverick Applied Science. Today we're going to talk about the biggest FRP pitfalls and how to avoid them, such as failures that can lead to visits from the EPA. We're regularly contracted to come into existing plants to examine their FRP and dual laminate piping and equipment. Usually we get the call about 1 to 5 years after the new unit has been built. This could be a chemical plant, a power plant, or a bleach plant and pulp paper mill that's been running for a while and is starting to see some problems. The plant may be beginning to experience tank leaks or piping failures with repetitive repairs. These can lead to lost production, an environmental release of hazardous chemicals, or worse yet, an injury. Most facilities are generating hundreds of thousands of dollars in product daily. This could be chemicals, plastics, toilet paper, or electricity. That means that the loss of a single day's production hurts the bottom line and will certainly get the attention of the plant manager. Heaven help you if there's a chemical release that results in a call to the EPA or OSHA. This situation has got to be fixed. We usually will send in a small engineering team to a site to conduct a field audit of the process. The field audit will include a survey of all the piping of concern and a thorough inspection of the tanks and vessels. This could be a couple of systems or the entire unit. The goal of the field audit is to identify potential root causes for leaks and failures and to determine a path forward for corrective measures and risk mitigation. We have done many field audits over the years. I'd like to share some of the common deficiencies and pitfalls that we've seen on a regular basis. Let's start with tank failures. Where there are tank failures, the biggest issues that we've seen are poor fabrication and design deficiencies. Things like bottom knuckles that are too thin, which can crack and leak. In many cases, a substandard manufacturer was contracted to build the tanks. The vendor was not qualified based on quality, but selected based on price or maybe their location. They are closest to the plant, makes sense, right? This is a recipe for problems later on and ongoing risk and liability. So let's discuss piping failures. Where the plant has experienced repetitive piping failures, we usually find multiple deficiencies in the systems. These most often include selection of substandard piping materials, lack of engineering done, and poor pipe supports. Surely there's a lack of understanding of non-metallic materials such as FRP, thermoplastics, and dual laminates. The material needs and priorities are not always well understood. As much as non-metallics may be considered commodities, there still needs to be a measure of planning and preparation that needs to be done to ensure success and reliability. Here are some of the thoughts to help you get what you expect. First, pick vendors that you know and clearly have vetted their capabilities, both from a quality standpoint as well as manufacturing. If you're not familiar with someone, get to know them, check them out, get recommendations from reliable sources, or go see the shop and vet them yourselves. Secondly, get material recommendations from independent sources. The raw material suppliers or a qualified consultant are some of the best sources for recommendations. Don't just take a fabricator's recommendation. Look for recommendations with quality and long-term reliability in mind. Go to the experts. Third, vendor calcs need to be checked, and not just by anybody. They need to be reviewed by someone with intimate knowledge of the standards. Otherwise, it's very difficult to know what you're going to get. Fourth, most FRP systems need to be analyzed by a trained FRP piping engineer with a formal pipe stress analysis program. If not, you can't predict the performance of the system. And finally, pipe supports are where the rubber meets the road. Without the right supports, all that good engineering goes to waste. When I'm in the field and I see U-bolt supports everywhere with no anchors, I know there are problems. Some are evident while others may be hidden. All of these pitfalls are predictable and correctable. Plants lose too much money to unplanned outages. Don't accept leaks and failures. Reliable systems increase production, maximize plant efficiencies, and improve personnel safety. The key is having the right plan. If you've seen some of these issues, give us a call. We can help. We can get you back on the right track. Keep an eye out for our future videos, and thanks for watching.